Good evening. Welcome to Conker's Saturday night. Here we go again. Um, on time, well, nearly within a few seconds. Just comments. There we go. So, how are we doing, guys? Good evening. I nearly missed the time actually. Um, we had a Saturday night tea tonight. Let me just get rid of that. Excuse me. Fish fingers and chips and beans. We live on the edge. I tell you what. Whoa. It was bloody lovely. Mrs. had salmon, broccoli, those red new potato thingies. What do they call them? Me, I had chips and beans and fish fingers. I've got, oh dear Lord. Anyway, good evening. Welcome to Saturday night. It's Saturday, it's 19th of March, and here we go. So, what have we all been up to? What have I been up to, at least to start off with? Well, I guess the new weather has started. It's been a beautiful day. It really has been a beautiful day, and it's brought out the lawnmowers. I've managed to sell two this week, and service two as well, of which no, three actually. Two of them have been picked up and paid for. The other one will be here on Monday. Um, one of them has been here for about 5 weeks waiting. And I'd nearly run out of patience. But me being a patient man, waited and waited, and the guy turned up, paid his money, plus the rent, and he's gone away well happy. I've also done his strimmer for him, but I did tell him it won't be ready till next week. Although it's done. It's that my tox. I put a video up on this week. It came in absolutely filthy. He said it rattled. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, basically, he's run it. I think he bought it secondhand, and he ran it with one of the muffler bolts. Well, the two muffler. One of them was completely loose. In fact, it had fallen out. So the whole muffler had done this, rattled about, with all the exhaust fumes and oil and God knows what else, and it gone everywhere. But believe it or not, I was actually able to get all the spares I needed. Put it all back together, and this thing actually started on the third or fourth pull, whatever. And hence me, I put up the video. It's probably a bit boring video, to be honest with you, but it just proved that these things can be done. Even I can do it. There we go. So what else have I been up to? Well, I fixed. Old gentleman came down this week, and he said I've ran over something, and we've all done that with a mower, and the drive lever, the cable is broke. And I'm not quite sure quite what he was telling me about. Anyway, it was on a Mountfield, whatever it was, I can't remember. Ordered the cable, and it's one of those jobs that to fit a cable, you have to literally remove the engine, turn it upside down, strip all the bits out, just so you can get to the bits, which I did. And there's a little access flap on the back that I think you're supposed to use. Well, that was about as much use as a chocolate fire guard because you couldn't get in there. At least I couldn't. Anyway, job got done. I all put back together, and he's turned up today, well chuffed, with a brand new drive cable. He didn't want to have it serviced. He didn't want the blade sharpened. He said it would be okay for this year. Well, let's wait and see. I did check the oil. It was a bit dirty. But hey, I did what the customer said. I have mentioned it to him that it will need looking at, but I think he came from north of the border, if you know what I mean. And when he admitted he was a Scotsman, not Scottish, he was a Scotsman. And they like to know where all the money's going to go. Anyway, he's gone away. He's an elderly gentleman, lives up the road here. So at least I've done him a favour, actually, if nothing else. Another guy brought in this self-drive. I don't even know half the times what they bring in. And I fixed it for him last year. And I think he does it for his local. No, I'm not sure it's the local hunt or the local stables. I'm not quite sure. And again, he said the cables are broken, the pull start wouldn't work. And to be honest with you, this is one of these machines that somebody had totally misused. Anyway, it's all back together, and he's going to collect that on Monday. So job's a good one. And then I also heard I've got a web to pick up on Monday with my step nephew who's got a van, saves me the job. So that's what we've been up to. Fairly busy actually. In fact, to the point I have to let you know. Last night I worked on two machines. I worked on them all afternoon yesterday. I got myself in a bit of a tizwaz. Probably should have stopped about tea time, but no, I carried on. And I got back in home last night about 7 o'clock, had a shower, and I said to Mrs. H, I really don't feel that well. So I took myself to bed. I got to bed about 8:30 last night, and I slept solid right the way through to 7 o'clock this morning. I did feel quite poorly. Case of getting old, I think, which probably brought me around because I had to go for a blood test yesterday. Now, for those of you that once you get to a certain age, they can find the veins, but they can't necessarily find the blood. So off I go yesterday. Quite happy. Shove a needle in, take a bit of blood, like half an armful's enough. So one arm they tried, and I've got a puncture wound, for one of another expression. Tried the other arm, couldn't bother, so decided to go in the hand. Now at this point, they always say a sharp scratch. Now I had to remind the nurse that she was telling me lies. It was not a sharp scratch. It bloody hurt. Well, not really, but we then discussed the rugby, and she follows Wales. And surprise, surprise, what happened this afternoon? Wales got beaten by Italy. I won't say where my loyalties lay, but it was a good game to watch. So, I mean, that's about it for this week, to be honest. We've had some awful weather at the beginning of the week. It's now absolutely beautiful weather. So I probably will pull out some mowers and put them out on the grass and get some photographs. So I've got 2 now left to build. And I need some more stock because, as Mick will tell you, come this time of year, they're gone. People suddenly realised that their mowers don't run. Incidentally, my step nephew phoned me up today, as I said earlier. My Honda mower won't start. I haven't started it since last year. When I start it, it pops and backfires and carries on. With the fuel in there, must be about 6 months old. And he also admitted he hadn't put an air filter on. So that's going to turn up here on Monday. I'm pretty certain I'll have to do a carburetor service. I'll double check. Knowing him, I will double check that the shaft key is not being snapped off or broke or moved. I do know Harvey very well, bless him. And that's it really. So, all in all, fairly good day or good week. Apart from last night, it felt a bit rough. I had an offer on a mower this afternoon, actually, or this evening, on a MSF, whatever, self-drive Mountfield. And a chap texted me saying this is still available. And I said, yes, it is. Came back. I'd like to buy it, please. Of course. And then I noticed the name. Yeah, you've guessed it. Monsieur Mick, who then proceeded to ask me if I did delivery. And I said, yes. And then if I could then ship it abroad. Yeah, so that's one I owe him. I do owe him that one. Now, see if I can get rid of this. I mean, you can see on the front there this banner. Please follow simple rules, no foul language or bullying, of course. You will get dumped off. I've now got lots of guys that are now my blue spanners or regulators, or call them what you will. And they will ensure, there we go, that any bad language, anybody turning up with no clothes on, will be given short shrift. So let's have a look, see who's decided to come along and have a chat tonight. I always look forward to Saturday nights now, because Mick, bless him, set this all up a couple of years ago now, and attracted some of the top names throughout Europe and the States and beyond, up into the in the North Europe, a real following. And luckily enough, I've been lucky enough that they've decided to stick with it and have a chat with this silly old fool, and of course amongst themselves. And I really do enjoy their company, and of course other people that come along as well, which is great fun. So let's have a look before we go any further. Who's actually decided to come along and have a look? And believe it or not, there is already 41 people watching. Welcome, each and every one of you. Great to see you. Do you like the light? That's quite good, isn't it? Yeah. So Mac210, he said hello, Conker, and everyone in the chat. Bruce's shop. Good evening, Bruce, all the way from Mexico. You're early, mate. But it's always great to see you. Sparky, good evening. Oh, hello, Conker. Sparky's been giving me some hand the last 24 hours with a repeater. And I'll tell you about that a bit later on. We had lots of problems, but he nearly fixed it for me, but made a suggestion, and I've now bought what he suggested. So thanks for that, Sparks. Mac 10 saying hello, Bruce's shop. Don't have a YouTube channel. So watching. Well, Mac, that's really good of you, mate. Everybody's welcome, and obviously watching Bruce's shop, then you're going to learn a huge amount. And he's got I've forgotten how many thousand followers he's got, but great man, huge experience, loads of knowledge, and he does like his carburetor spray. Where are we? Bruce's shop came out. Just wondering name was there. We go. Dick Small Engines. Good evening, Dick Small Engines. You call me young man. Do you know I really like you, mate? Do you know I'm 69, 70 the end of this year. Don't forget the date and the cards and the prezzies. 70 years old, eh? I never thought I'd ever get that far. That's the truth. Mac saying hello to everybody. Let's have a look. See Bruce's shop saying hello. Ash from AJB Garden Machineries. Hi, Ash. I luckily I've had a chat with you and Paul the other day on that side band, and thanks for all the information, mate. And it was great fun watching you lose the 10mm boats on the floor like I'd always do. It makes me feel really good that other people do it. Life of DNR. Hello, everybody. Life of DNR. Good evening. Welcome to you, my friend. Got a new phone. It's cool. Well done. Great. Anders Forade. Is that the way to pronounce it? How do you all? Hope you're all well. Yes, we are, mate. We're all very well indeed. Max saying hello. Jason Hughes. Good evening, Jason. How are you, my friend? Just working my way down. Now, my old mate there, Henry Wasco. Hello, Phil, the top Conker. Henry, you are my top man. I think you're brilliant, man. You really are. The stream, my stream, other people's streams would not be the same without you, Henry. And that's the truth. Or Hank, as your real name is. Vince Price, BLMS. Good evening, Vince. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Just going down through. John Clem. I'm here but eating lunch. See you all soon. Well, John, I hope you enjoyed your cruise. I know you did. Saw some of the photographs. As you said, ate too much, spent too much, but enjoyed yourself, and that's what cruising's all about, mate. Well on you. Go on a bit further. Hello, everybody. Saying hello to everybody else. Sparky saying hello. Al McLean. Good evening, Al. Good to see you, my friend. Vince Price is there. Just work my way down through, guys. Don't think I'll miss anybody at the moment. Hobby Motor. Good day, sir, and good day to everybody in the stream. 45 of us already watching. Great. Mac 210, Hobby Motor, Al McLean. Somebody shout at me if I missed anybody. Where are we? Oh, Ken Small Legends. Good evening, Ken. How are you, my friend? Oh, I saw you on earlier on. I couldn't get on. I was busy selling mowers and stuff and watching the rugby. It was a good game, I'll tell you. There we go. Everybody come through there. Vince Price, Hobby Master, Ken's. And there's Jordan. Good evening, Jordan. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you again. There we go. Trucking Matt. Hello, Trucking Matt. Love that name. Just brilliant. Rob Small Engines. Good evening, Rob. Hope you're feeling well, mate. I know things have been a bit rough recently, but I hope you're good, mate. I really do. Mark Wiley. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Phil, and all in the chat. That's my real name, by the way, Phil. Just in case you didn't know. Trucking Matt. Hello. Everybody's saying hello. Edward Burke. Good evening, Edward. Hope you're well, my friend. Scotty Daniel. Good evening, Scotty. Nice to see you, my friend. Where are we? I think we're nearly there, actually. Just going on through. Forgive me if I miss anything. Stella, the lawnmower lady. I didn't know fish had fingers. Fish. Do they not have fish fingers in the States or Canada? Really? Most peculiar. I'll have to show you what fish fingers look like. I just have 3 of them. They were nice. There's loads of joke there. I'm not even going to go there. I think we're nearly there. Let's just go on down a bit further. If I missed anybody again, I apologise. Apparently, Alan Clay's tired. Rob, long drive getting a car for my youngest. They're too fussy nowadays. Has to be the right colour. I do know what you mean, mate. Edward Burke, how are you, sir? Nice to see you. Richard's Mowers and Blowers. Good evening. How are you, my friend? And I think we're just about there. Let's have a look. See. Let's put the invite out while I just double check for everybody's got a mention. Let's stick that on there. Moment. There goes the link. So grab the link while you can, as they say. I think it's gone out. Has it gone out? Better make sure, just to make absolutely certain. I think I'll probably put it out twice. I'll find out when I get to the bottom. John Clem saying, Wincy. I've no idea who that is. No doubt you'll come out and let us know. I see people already in the basement, which means I must have done it right. Mark Robbins, good evening, Mark. Nice to see you, my friend. And we're nearly at the bottom here now. Hobby Motor, I said hello to you already, my friend. Ben's Workshop, hello, Ben's Workshop. And I think we're there, are we? Are we there? 54 in the room. And I think I've said hello to everybody. Lawnmower Detective, hello, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. And we are there at the bottom. My Lord. It keeps on jumping. There we go. So that's hello to everybody. Let's go and see who's decided to come along and have a yap tonight. And as always, some of the top names I've ever had the pleasure to know, or even more grateful to speak to, is this gentleman here. Good evening, Bruce. How are you, my friend?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm extremely average, thank you. I'm covered in needle holes where they keep trying to find some blood.
The lady,
and they actually managed to find some. And then they say, well, you now need to change or check your blood pressure for the next 5 days. Thank you very much.
Really? Not every day?
Yeah, exactly. There's one man here we won't have to worry about blood pressure. There you are. Up.
All right.
Hello, Klaus. Good evening, my friend.
Shirt. Nice shirt.
Yeah, that is a nice shirt, mate.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Marky, how are you, mate? Thank you again this afternoon, mate. Guess what I bought?
No worries.
Today,
I know you bought them. Yeah, I've seen them. On your desk, I see the black box.
Oh, you've seen it there.
And they're so easy to fit up, it's unbelievable.
Well, we'll give it my best.
Gentlemen, how you all doing?
I'll tell you what,
it's a quick hello from me. Who's got the YouTube open?
Ken?
Henry, good to see you, my friend.
Somebody's got YouTube open.
Looking good.
I hope you're well. I know. Not me, sir. Ken Skull at the Small Engines. Good evening, Ken.
Hello.
And my old mate there, John Clem. Good
It's
evening,
John Clem in the
How are
house.
y'all?
I hope you're all well. I really do. I hope you're all well.
Yep, we're doing absolutely brilliant tonight. I've got
Well,
a split in a day.
that is the main thing, mate. As I said, I've got this repeater because you guys probably don't know. My missus likes to use the internet in the lounge. We had to have one of these repeater things, and mine didn't work. So Sparky there is giving me some advice. maybe go out and spend 50 odd pounds. So tomorrow is a job of setting the whole thing up. So
And it's a doddle. It's just, all you do is scan them. All you do is put the code in. Done.
And then, of course, you always got to get the one problem maker, aren't you?
Oh, Mr. Briggs. I'm off then.
Hello, Gary. Nice to see you, mate. Good to see you, mate. It's
What's up, Mr. Conker?
Nice to
Still
see you, my
didn't get
friend.
his car out.
Hey.
So, I mean, how's that for a house? All the top names, all the top people. Well, apart
We're not playing bingo last time we looked.
all the
What is
top
it?
names.
Two
apart
fat
from the
ladies
one
at
in the top
88?
corner here.
Two
Well,
fat ladies, 88,
maybe
twinkle
otherwise.
stars, you know what I mean? Two little ladies, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Without them, it wouldn't be a stream. That's a fact.
You
So
kind of sound like a hockey announcer there, Sparky.
it does a bit.
Ding
there's
ding, round one.
Boxing.
So, Bruce, you're obviously still in Mexico, I presume.
Yes. 2 more weeks. We leave tomorrow. In 2 weeks. Tomorrow.
Oh wow. Are you
So now
looking
it's-
forward to going home? I have to ask the question.
Yeah, we're into the standard vacation length now.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah, we're looking forward to ours, but ours is about another 6 weeks, I think, in May. So
Mine's
we're
about
still
4
looking forward to
weeks.
it.
And I'm off.
Klaus, yourself, mate. Apart from wearing that shirt for a bet, I mean, you're raising money for charity, I guess, are you?
He's got no sound.
Muted, bud.
No sound there, mate. No sound.
Why? We don't know why. I can
Come on,
understand
folks.
language.
Let's read his
Go into your
lips.
settings and change your.
Son of a. Oh,
Oh, by the way, is Rob in the house? Rob
He
Small
is.
Engine in the house.
Yeah.
It's a bit shocking, isn't it? You didn't do Scottish tricks. That's a shame.
Can you hear me now?
I can
Yeah,
hear
we
you now.
got you, mate. We got you, Klaus.
Thank you. I don't know what that was, but
No, it's not a problem, mate. We're all admiring your T-shirt, mate.
what's it say? I can't see that far.
Let's have a look. See, what's it say? Hang on a second, mate. Oh, well,
Oh,
now we're-
okay,
now we're
yeah.
off, aren't we?
Alrighty.
Now we're all
it's,
better off.
it's,
Thank you.
if you guys been following some of Ken's streams, there's another Danish guy called Morten, and that's his YouTube channel. I got it from him. So
Cool.
Oh wow, wow.
Looks
and,
like
and,
we're
and it
almost-
was the only clean one in the drawers.
I thought maybe you were helping out our
Perfect.
friends
If
over
you
in
want to put
Ukraine
up
with the big
the
orange.
link to that stream,
I
Klaus,
know.
feel free.
I'm sorry.
If you want to put the link up to that stream, please do. By all means, it's not a problem.
I will. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. John, how you doing, mate? Good to see you.
Thank you. I'm doing good. I appreciate you. Good
Yeah,
seeing you
keeping
too.
well, my friend. I still haven't worked out on how to use your sound bites.
Oh, that's
on
fine.
my
Just,
Easy.
thing there.
you can throw them in the trash if you want to. It's no big deal.
No, I want to use it, mate. It just I haven't quite worked out how to use it yet,
Alright.
but I will. I won't even tell you what I. Well, here we go. Here we go. Henry, you're well, my friend.
Oh, yeah, very good, very good. Everything's fine. Finally, the weather broke. I'm outside again. And
You got the sunshine like we have.
not today, but yesterday was like almost 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And today
Really?
was overcast. Yeah.
Wow.
We were lucky. We've had bright sunshine today. It's been like a real spring morning. It's been absolutely
Nice.
beautiful.
It's
But
been-
it's weird. We don't see that big jump in temperature as some of you guys do. I mean,
We went from
It's-
8
it's-
Celsius all the way up to not until like 12, 13 in a matter of a couple of hours.
yeah, it's quite amazing. We don't get that here often.
Oh, it's been an absolute delight to go outside. It's quite
Yeah.
windy, so take the dogs for a walk and stuff. Well, apparently, when the wife takes the dogs out, it gets gets quite warm. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Today was quite humid. It's like muggy, real muggy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
been sunny, but 50-mile-an-hour winds on the beach, and it's been really lovely. Me and Missy went for a coffee, and it's been really
Doesn't
nice to have a
take
good
long.
coffee today. So
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He started.
No, but I mean, it's been completely clear skies here as well. No wind, but only
Wow.
about only about 10 degrees C.
Right.
So today
Yeah.
was smoking bacon day. So
Nice.
It's on our
Oh,
moorlands at the
bacon,
moment.
yeah.
On our moorlands, we've got fires at the moment on our moorlands at the moment. So
What is the rules on bonfires, by the way? Do you have rules over the states
yeah,
or in other places?
the bigger the
We have-
better. More petrol, the better it is.
Certain times of the year we have burn bans when you can't burn anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
well,
don't let us
we-
burn anything in ours. You try and get a permit, and they tell you no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't burn any time of the year, but I still do.
Yeah.
You
I
can
live out in
burn
the sticks, so I burn everything.
in this part of the town we live. You have to go to the council and ask them the times in the seasons because the grass is so dry here. It would go up like a bomb. Literally, the fields will just go boom. So you have to go at certain times of the year.
Anywhere here within the city limit sign, you can't burn your trash or anything. It's not.
Well, yeah, we're out in the countryside, but and it's I think it's a bit of an English tradition to have a bonfire in the garden.
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
And our
you're not
neighbours,
falling
bless
down.
them, had a bonfire behind our garden, only with about 30 or 50 feet away, and I was not over chuffed about it. But,
Don't start, Mick.
California's trying to burn their whole state down, you know?
Well, some people are pretty stupid about it. Eh? If it's
Buzzard
really dry,
away,
they go out and they
buzzard
start a
away.
fire and burn down.
I gotta say, Ken, you okay, mate, or are you just in a coma?
He's napping.
Just absorbing the aura. You know?
Oh, the aura,
This isn't smell-o-vision.
an aura. Well, there we go.
Well, all I'm going to say to you is
That's an aura?
Phil had
You might
bees
need-
tonight, so there might be an extra aura later on.
Yeah, what's the cat?
Oh yeah.
And I heard somebody got freshly cooked shrimp as well. So,
Oh wow!
yeah.
Mind you, I had fish fingers tonight, and
Good.
Fish fingers
I've
are
never
nice.
heard of fish
But
fingers.
just-
I don't think.
yeah, fish finger butties are nice. But we've
Oh.
got lamb cooked tonight. We cooked fresh lamb tonight. It's been on about 5 hours, very slow cooked,
Tender.
very tender, and that's the way she likes it, to be tender at night. You know what I mean?
Sorry, John.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I can tell. It's written all
Oh,
over your
John,
face.
just remember this, John. Right? At least you eat healthy food. You know what I mean? Not like Mick. You know what I mean? He eats engine oil. He eats all the grease. You know what I mean? That stuff. You know what I mean? At least you eat cucumbers. You know what I mean? And if you get a picture of it, we can always use it on the Facebook. You know what I mean?
No, we can't either.
Yeah. I tell you what, I've actually enjoyed my dinner. It's really. I mean, we used to give our kids fish fingers and chips, because that's all they would eat. So,
Yeah.
but for some reason tonight, that's what I
Have
fancy.
you tried the Findus long ones, long ones with a really chunky bit of cod in it?
No, these come from Waitrose, mate. We're Waitrose people.
Oh, you're Waitrose, are you? Oh, you're too posh.
I'm hoping Mick's going to come up in a minute. He keeps on trying to ring me.
Oh, he does.
He
Well,
just put out a
I'm
video about 10 minutes.
He's probably at work and bored,
yeah.
He's playing with his cucumber.
Yeah, he just put out a video.
I was going to wonder if it was
There
going
you
to
go,
be
Mr.
called
Henry.
Mix Mowers, the Mower Man, and Garden something.
Yeah.
Vegetable
At least you got like
connoisseur.
Andrew. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like Andrew is his birthday, and I mean Andrew's birthday it is. And it's Andrew's birthday. He's just got a princess hat. Nice one now, isn't he? So you'll see that photograph around.
Yeah. Well, it was windy where he was.
Oh yeah, very windy,
Yeah, it
but I can
was.
smell it from here.
Yeah.
Oh, see, something
Well, then
wrong with
you should
no,
fit right in then, Mick.
You should, yeah.
They are really good, mate, especially with tomato sauce.
Oh no, but no, you got to use the curry sauce, chip shop curry sauce.
Well,
Just respect your elders, Mick.
sandwiches, evening fish finger sandwiches. Tell you what, we live on the edge. I tell you, we're right on the edge. We are.
Definitely. Well, Mick wants the link, by the way. Mick needs a link to come
Yeah,
up. You see.
I've seen him there. It's
Hold on.
Let him have,
Maybe
let
the
him bite on
panel's
the hook.
full. Maybe the panel's full.
Let him bite on the hook for a while.
I've been trying, class. I've been trying. There's 53 in the house already. It's good. Yeah, it's brilliant. It is great to see
53.
everybody.
Guys, listen up.
HP sauce is
53,
gold,
and there's only
definitely.
27 thumbs up for Conker. Come on. Hit it.
Yeah,
Come on,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, come on.
Come on.
I thumbs up him
I did
way a
already.
while ago.
If I could give him 2 thumbs, I would.
That's right.
Yeah, but don't forget you need them.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Ken, you look like you're gonna fall asleep in the chair.
Yeah, just taking it all in.
What you're up to? You're always up to something. When you're quiet, the world's dangerous.
No, I was uploading that or trying to do the video I just finished. So.
With the five horse bricks or
Yeah, it's all set. I just have to try and figure out the stupid editing. That's all.
Yeah.
how does it
Yes,
run?
HP source is a bomb. Yeah,
How's
definitely.
your upload speeds? Are they as bad as mine?
It's not really the upload because I don't do a lot of the complicated stuff with the video and other editing. I just use a program that takes it from the phone, makes it in a format that YouTube understands, and then I upload. So it doesn't take me as long, but it's about 30, 40 minutes. So it's a little bit of time.
Yeah,
Mine take
proper
about
HP
4 hours.
source.
Surprised how long it does take. It has to be said, doesn't it?
But I didn't delete anything. I mean, there's parts where I screwed up. There's parts where I lost something. I figured
Those are
let
the
it all
best
hang
parts.
out. Yeah, that's all.
Stay big
The
get
trouble with
redundant.
That's all very well, Ken. But the trouble, if I left all that in, my video is about 3 times as long.
Well, some people don't like that, but I figured a lot of people email me saying, don't show just the good parts. I said, okay.
It'd be well worth it, Conker. Well worth it.
Oh dear.
We wouldn't laugh much, I
Yes.
promise.
Yeah, but the steak has to be blue. The steak has to be blue.
See, we've got into food now, haven't we? I mean,
Yeah, the steak has to be blue. Mittens has to be blue.
Mr.
Look,
Bruce,
yeah. 17,
Love
fellas.
A1.
Mr. Bruce, when's your next Mexican video coming out?
I've given up on that. I don't get 600 views in a week on those.
Are you
Well,
done with the chainsaw
we
vids,
enjoy
Bruce,
them, though.
or no?
Pardon me?
Are you done with the chainsaw vids?
No, there's 3 or 4 left yet.
No, okay.
So I've got one a week of those till I get home, and one to get me to the Saturday beyond.
Mhm.
So those are
Has
good
to
videos.
move,
Though.
yeah.
I think they're great. Boy, that's old.
Well,
That's wonderful.
When you
old
had that propane burning on that tank, you're
Yeah.
lucky
Oh,
there
yeah.
was no gas in there.
There was they was completely evaporated out. There was nothing in there.
Yeah, but aluminum sucks in the fumes,
Yeah, no, it was good.
well, I must admit, I've tried to get clever with it. I've had good training from Mick, but at the end of the day, I can just about clip either ends and get rid of the bits in the middle. But putting things in the top corner and stuff, it's a bit beyond me, I must admit.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get my wish list up.
Oh,
And that's easy, Bruce.
Well, I got it
Watch,
on I've got it on my homepage. I just can't figure out how to get it into all the comments sections in the
Well, check
videos.
with Mick. He'll give you 6 different ways to put it
I
on
know.
there.
I listened to him last time, and I was so.
Oh, speak of the
Oh
devil.
my!
I listened to you last time, Mick, and I was so confused. I didn't know what to do.
Mr. Anderson, welcome back. We've missed you. Oh, it's him.
Would you
Nick
just come off a
is
contract?
Oh,
on everybody's channel.
The name is
Good evening,
Bond.
ladies.
Mick
How are
Bond.
you doing?
I've got it on my banner now.
Got what on your banner?
My wish list,
Good lad. Did you sort it?
but I didn't get it in all the comments of all the videos. 675 of them.
so Mick, I hear you want to buy a mower off a chat.
I wouldn't buy one of yours. What's in your videos?
Hurtful.
That's what we love about you, Mick.
Honesty.
So can you put your wish list on? Will it go automatically onto a video then, Mick, or onto a StreamYard, or not?
No,
Sure.
you gotta. So you gotta. Every time you upload a video, you gotta. You can do it as part of a default process. Yeah, you can have it as default in your any description.
Yeah.
All right.
You're coming in real weak, Mick. Real weak.
Yeah, it's because I'm on my iPad, mate.
Okay.
You can also have it linked so it's on your banner as well on your channel. You can do that.
That's what mine is.
And all I do, I just copy a link and put it in the pinned comment, put it in a comment, and pin the comment. Mark says, "Oh no, the stream has gone downhill." You right? Next time I see you, Mark, this year at Saltex, mate, you haven't quite a gobby then.
I'm at Soltex as well tonight this year. I'm at Soltex.
I'm not worried about you.
Conker's going to Tampex.
You can go there. You can go there and just be my waiter for the night.
No, I'm going to be my wife's waiter. You know what I mean?
You'll be my waiter. You'll be serving me food.
Don't forget
Yeah.
the tip.
Well, I'm going to take my little portable stove with me this time. I'm
How
doing
you
steak
doing?
and steak.
You all doing all right, are you?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You all right, Bruce?
I'm working. That should be there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Mick. I mean, that's a classic screen there, isn't it? Eh?
What?
Well, apart from yourself, obviously. For the crew up here tonight, 55 people in the room,
Yeah.
all his expertise.
Oh, yeah, you got all his expertise. You got Bruce here, of course. You know, Bruce is a man of many skills, many talents. You've also got Ken here, who we all know is the oracle of small engines. You've got Hank, who has forgotten more than we'll ever know. You've also got John, who is an absolute master when it comes to small engine mechanics. Sparky is just here to keep the numbers up. And who the man in the red t-shirt is, I've absolutely no idea.
I guess I didn't send money over.
Oh man, that's enough apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good looking, dude.
Oh
it.
Lord.
Right,
Howdy,
Conker.
Steve.
I'm going to have to
We'll
shoot in a
see.
minute. I'm going to go on back into chat. I'm going to have to go back into chat. Because I've got to get this finished. I mean, I can come up for a bit. I'll
Take
see you in a
care,
minute.
Sparky.
Back in chat. See you in a
See
minute.
you later.
All the best. Hi, Steve. Welcome, mate.
Thanks, Conk.
How you doing, mate?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah. We're just saying there that the quality of the stream there tonight is second to none. And then Mick came up.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that I came up, and now you have two people in the chat.
No, there's
I can al-
55 there.
I can always leave. It's not a problem. If you don't want me,
Oh,
I'll
you're
go.
back. Oh, you're back there again, are you? You're back, are you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to adjust in my microphone a bit. If that's any better.
Yeah, you're a bit quiet, Mick, to be honest, mate.
Someone's got a bit of feedback.
That's
too.
a good thing though.
Yay, John, you better watch it. He'll time you out.
Oh yeah, I'm used to it. No big deal.
Oh, why
I
don't you
just
go
watch from the stands.
Why don't you go into that bottom drawer, get one of the small violins out, and start playing it, John?
Well, that one like that
This
does
one?
that. So what have you been up to, Mick? I spoke to the other guys, obviously. I mean, I know you were running around this morning with Riley Boy, the bucket.
Yeah, been busy. Been busy today. Sold about 7 mowers. Very nice indeed. Got one coming
Holy.
for Monday. Got myself a nice little Clippo mower. Anyone ever heard of a Clippo? Got one of them.
Nope. Just get rid of it. It's bad stuff. Get rid of it.
Love those
That's actually
clippers.
horrible stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, get rid of it.
And I'm currently looking at two riding mowers and a commercial grade Honda as well on eBay. Looking at them at the moment. So yeah, got loads coming in, loads
Lovely.
going out. Busy.
Make you're selling more than a small dealership.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you know,
You look tired, Mick.
I am tired, Hank. I am tired. Yeah, I'm tired of this bloody stream. No, I'm tired. I'm just tired. No, I'm all right. The thing is, though, Klaus, isn't it? If you can find the niche in your area, what sells, what don't sell. I mean, you know, I would like to sell big haters, big Hondas. You know, mega money. They don't sell in my area. Just don't sell. So
That's right.
I have to sell those little mowers that go for 80, 200 £200. You know, average homeowner, average Joe on an average income. That's
Yeah,
what sells. That's
But
what
it's
sells.
regular money, though, Mick. Isn't it? It's regular.
I can't sell expensive mowers either.
No, I can't.
And you know, it's all right when you get the commercial guys come in and have you got this, have you got that? Oh, no, I haven't. But they don't want to spend £500 anyway. So
No.
for me, I'd much rather get in 4 times the amount of mowers.
Trouble is here.
I'd rather get in four times the
She's
amount
counting
of
how
mowers.
many lawnmowers she sold today.
No. I was doing something totally different. How is everyone today?
Very good.
Good,
Doing
Stella.
good. How are you?
You, Stella.
I have not been doing much in the shop. I've been busy doing lots of other things, but just not fixing the stuff in the shop. So
Is it something
just-
you can discuss publicly or not?
Oh no! I wound up with a job, a gig midweek, so that sort of messes up my frame of thought and trying to get things done. And I'm doing stuff. I'm doing all kinds of things. It's just not in the order that I would like to do them. That's all.
How's that pole dancing working out?
Here we go.
Great.
Making lots
Cheers.
of chat.
Yeah.
Here goes the stream
So,
again.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
You need to explain to you what fish fingers are. I guess you probably know.
No, I think that was a joke. I was harking back to, I think, when John Clem mentioned he didn't know that chickens had fingers.
Oh, such a simple thing.
Well,
A simple thing.
Yes.
It's a joke. And it obviously
If it's me,
fell
it's simple, I assure you.
flat.
finger looking good, as they say.
That's right.
I never laid no chicken toes before.
I need to get back to the shop, you guys. It's been almost 2.5 months, and I'm starting to lose my mind. I've got no memory left. I'm wandering around here, drinking beer like an idiot.
So you're fitting right in other words.
That's right.
No. I'm starting to drive Mrs. P crazy. I don't even know my own name anymore.
So it didn't work great for you, Bruce, when you get back. When you get back, you got work in the shop ready.
Yeah, well, I got a nice little weed eater that needs love, and so that'll get me started. And then I know what's going to happen. The floodgates will open, and I'll just go full speed.
Yeah, I hate two strokes. I really hate them. I don't know. I think it's I've Mick's tried to teach me on how to tune them and stuff, and up to now I've got away with it. But I just like good old fashioned Hondas, Mountfields, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I can work on that.
There is I'm sorry, Bruce. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, it's just in the last year and a half that I've gotten relatively comfortable with two strokes, but there's still 10% of them that you just can't freaking fix.
Exactly. It is.
I mean, I honestly, I think they can be a challenge, but two strokes are pretty simple.
Rob.
The only issue is you gotta pour some money into it.
Yep, that's right. Well,
Yes.
And as soon as you get to leaky crank seals, it's like, oh,
Yeah, sure.
right?
I mean,
Hey,
certainly,
Stella, I was thinking about you the other day. I heard a song on the radio, and for some reason, I thought of you in it. And I just thought about Stella, Paul. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Those in the U.S. remember that song.
That's right. That's
yeah.
right. That is from a long, long time ago. So
The 80s.
Now,
no, my problem with a lot of the weed whackers and what I like that is I don't have all the stuff on the shelf ready to go. Unlike lawnmowers, I got the filters and the whatever, the spark plugs and all that sort of stuff. And you wind up, I don't have that carb kit, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. So I take them apart, and then they wind up halfway apart while I'm waiting a week to get parts in at that point. So
just
it's
call
kind of
Henry. He's better than a parts store.
Do what now?
Call Henry. He's got everything.
I should.
Seriously, I go up there and it's better than my local dealer.
No, but in terms of carb kits, when I started doing this 10, 12, 15 years ago, I don't know. Whenever I bought a carb kit, I would buy 3.
I buy 2. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Yeah. Absolutely.
And
I think I probably have 120 different carb kits in stock at the moment in boxes for Sama and Walbro. Not the cheapos, but the Sama and the Walbros. They cover most.
Do they degrade those sort of spares? So I mean,
I don't think so. I mean, it's been around for about 10 years, but it hasn't ever gone bad. I actually broke down and bought about 2 or 3 years ago from an aftermarket company. I know you'll like that, Klaus. Just the diaphragms, because there's only 3 or 4 different diaphragms out there with the thickness of the little I don't know what you call that little piston or the little nubbin that's on there. Yeah, there's only a couple of sizes of those.
In the middle, you mean?
Yeah. And so there's only 2 or 3 sizes of those, and a very similar sort of setup with some of them have a hole on them that you have to breathe through, whatever, you know. And I've bought like 3 packs of 30 of these things, and this has been lasting me for years. And I have had none of them come back to me.
You know what, Stella? I did the same thing, and I bought 10 Zamas, and I bought 3 sets of 5 Walbros.
Right.
Yes, they were wings, but
yes,
they've been good. They've been good.
Except all of my 100 and something are all made in Wuhan.
Right, and they probably are all anyway. They're probably all made by the same shop, and I'm not naming the name because I don't want to get into that right now.
No.
But the ones I bought have a pretty good reputation, and they've been good to me on parts. So I'm
the only ones, and I think we've discussed this here multiple times, but the only ones you don't want to go non-OEM are the brakes ones for the little pulse of plastics.
Yeah.
Make what's going on.
It's false economy, isn't it? Non-OEM is just false economy. It's just, you know, you're wasting your time.
Can't believe I'm hearing all this talk about you buying copy parts. I'm OEM all the way. I don't ever buy anything that's non-OEM. You're just feeding the black market all the time. That's all you're doing. You're not putting the money where.
Hi, Mr. B.
Fun.
Okay, it's time for a beer. Be right back.
I ought to say for everybody watching this, it's 58 watching all this. There's a certain lot of love lost between Sir Mick and Mr. B. They love winding each other up.
So what's up, my Mickey?
Hey, Conk, do you mind if I just butt in for a second? Rob,
please do.
I think it was Rob's small engine just put in the chat if I got his sticker yet, so I had to run inside and check. Yes, I did. Rob's small engines. Wow, is that annoying?
You're making a lot of noise down there, Mr. Briggs.
Hold on. It's not uncommon for Mr. Briggs to come on anyone's panel, make a lot of noise. He goes on everyone's panel, makes a lot of noise everywhere he goes. This is what Mr. Briggs does. He's one noisy, interfering person.
And what are you, Tricky Mickey?
I'm polite, conscientious, sensitive to other people's feelings.
Oh shit!
That was the best laugh of the whole week.
I'll be back in 2.
Come back again. Here we go.
And also Klaus.
Steve, I was looking for that for you, Steve, for Rob Small Engines. I missed that, mate. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I just saw it in there. I just wanted to let him know, yes, I did get them, but what April does is scans them before I stick it on my background. She scans them, and then we put it on our website. So if you go to our website, we got everybody's stickers on our website scanned in. Well. Yeah, and then I'll stick it in the background. She hasn't scanned it in.
That's a really good idea, actually. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And also, Klaus, I got your iron-ons yesterday, too. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Klaus, still no package?
Nope. Oh, I got the hot sauce from John Clem. That arrived the other day.
Good.
I'm still waiting on my hoodie from Hank. That ain't turned up yet neither.
Get out of this car.
Did you not get yours, Mick? I got mine. You got mine, Mick.
Talk about snail mail. He's useless, old Hank. You know good for knowing.
Here comes the fog.
Unbelievable.
What's with the Tom Fuzz today? The Tom Fuzz. The top. What's going on with our town cops
today? Get out of the car and drag him over the bonnet and take him straight to a nick. I'd love
Hey, say hello to my YouTube friends. There's Tricky Mickey. There's Ken Small Engine Repair. There's Henry from up in Connecticut.
Nice.
Yep. Nice. There's Clem. Talk Clem. John, listen to him.
Okay. How are you?
I gotta go somewhere. Okay.
No.
You Pockets freshy for public
Even the
drunkenness.
cops won't talk to him.
This could be the first time we just seen somebody nicked it on live.
Right. I'd love to see him taser him first time. Taser,
He's probably
taser,
going, those
taser.
dang meth heads, I swear.
Thousands lost it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Hey Phil, I got a quick Amazonian story. It happened to my daughter the other day.
Go for it, mate.
Some guy, Amazon, white vans.
Not
Sometimes they
me.
come like unmarked vans, Sometimes it's on an Amazon van.
Not
Anyway,
me.
truck came in a white van, goes with a package, goes to my kid's front door, puts a package, takes a picture, goes back to the van. 2 seconds later, comes running back, grabs the package, goes in the van, takes off. All right? And they're like,
Drugs.
what the hell? And he's got the Ring doorbell, so he's like, what the hell's going on? So he calls up Amazon, and Amazon's like, oh, no, it says it was delivered or whatever. So he goes, well, this guy probably stole it. So he calls the cops, right? Anyway, it turns out he took the license plate. The license plate's registered to a Volkswagen somewhere. It was a white van from God knows where. So where the hell did you get the package? Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the package, the hoodie for Mick. I got it, said it's delivered.
Yeah, weird.
Well, Amazon uses both like contractors. That's the ones that you see driving around all those transit vans, and then they also use people like Uber drivers that do individual stuff.
But usually on the side of a white van, you have like Joe Blow, New York City with a number, something.
Right.
This was just a generic white van. But when they gave the plate to the license plate to the cops, it was to a unregistered Volkswagen or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was like, holy cow, who is this guy? So he must have been stealing stuff.
Let's see if this 25-year-old dinosaur, 26-year-old dinosaur will start.
Do you guys have your the police vehicles where you live? Do they have these license plate scanners?
Oh yeah, they have them on the trunk. So every time you drive by, they scan for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty nifty.
Mm.
Well, this has just been delivered to me as I was talking to Archie. There you go. Look.
Time to drain the truck.
What's that, Conker?
What is it, Conker?
What's that, Conker?
The repeaters, extenders for Wi-Fi and stuff.
Are they any good though? I hear good and bad about those.
Well, I've taken Sparky's advice. He suggested he used them, and he's happy with them. So,
There's your first
what we
mistake.
had
Listen
before
to
didn't work.
Sparky.
So,
There's your first mistake. Listen to Sparky.
sorry.
I have these.
I said,
And they don't
first
work.
mistake. Listening
They
to
don't
Sparky.
work.
Usually the plug-in ones don't work.
No, it doesn't work.
Well,
Mine
the,
don't work with the flip.
the plug-in ones are very slow, especially if you have them on two separate legs of power. Here in the United States, most homes have two legs of 110 volts coming in. So if you have one of those on one leg and one on another, there's a lot of interference when they're trying to talk across those, because they literally have to go all the way out to the transformer to talk to each other before they can come in. So that's why those aren't so good. And I actually have that out in my shop. That's what I'm talking on one right now. But it's minimal. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be. Let me put it that way. So
These are all individually powered. These
Right.
They're all individual powered packs.
well, the thing with the mesh Wi-Fi, which is what I've learned a whole lot about, because I got Google Fiber for a while, and I had to. I'm dropping it because it's not getting any better speeds than I had with AT&T. But those Wi-Fi devices, they actually have to communicate with each other, and there's actually some of them out on the market. You guys can get in Europe that I can't get here, that actually use those devices, Klaus. Those home plug devices. They have a back channel where they actually talk to each other, and that's what takes up a whole lot of the bandwidth. Is those 3 or 4 mesh devices trying to negotiate with each other. So some of them have, and you can get them in Europe. We can't get them here. TP-Link, a P7, I think is what they are. They use your home wire to back. What's that? Is that a TP-Link? Yeah.
We had a TP link, didn't work, Stella. That's why we got a new router this week. And
Right.
And they got the big one.
The TP link.
Right. So no, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and I'm doomed to either dig a trench and run an Ethernet cable out here to my shop, or just keep running a cable like I do if I try to do a live stream. So
you run a Wi-Fi, don't you, to your shop?
Yeah, the beam to beam works excellent.
Nick, do you run Wi-Fi to your shop or wired?
I've got a wireless router. Just plug
yes,
in
Peter, power line adapters. You're right. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Works perfect for me.
Yeah, but you got a separate account, don't you, Mick? You got two accounts, right?
Because I'm earning so much off of YouTube now, I can afford to pay for my own Wi-Fi. What it is it's not so much earning off of YouTube. What's happened is Steve has now sent me half of what he earned in super chats for one time went on his live stream, so now I've got enough for a year.
so you can pay your mortgage payment now for the next 2 years?
Now I can pay for my mortgage, full stop.
So I have a category 3 wire out to the shop, not a category 5, and it works just fine.
Yeah.
It's not
Is that laid underground, or is it where is that?
It's the original telephone line I put in there 32 years
Oh yeah.
ago.
Well, yeah,
It's twisted.
that'll do fine. You just can't do high speed stuff. You can't do 5G kind of stuff. That's all.
It only increased the latency. It only increased the latency by 1 millisecond.
Right.
I think it's all this stuff is sort of being released to, well, if you're like me, Joe Public really has no idea what I'm talking about. And if I follow the instructions, it either works or it doesn't work. And
that's all right.
If,
I've been doing this stuff for years.
And work.
Bruce, if I was gonna pull an internet cable right next to a power cable, what category would you have to use in order to avoid interference?
I think
you just want to get shielded Ethernet. You can get underground shielded Ethernet that'll have like a wire, either a braided shield or a foil shield on there. Is really all you need.
Yeah, too bad you couldn't.
I don't think it would matter.
300 feet that I have in the shed.
No, and it won't matter. But in the United States, you can't run high voltage and low voltage through the same conduit. So, if you're doing like direct burials, you might be able to get away with it where you are. I don't know, but you can't do that here in the States.
Well, we could do it here, no problem.
Yeah.
But the cable in the ground are all double insulated, so it's not
right. Well, you can buy some Cat 5e. I wouldn't bother with Cat 6. I mean, really, you don't need that. But Cat 5e will get you what you need. And if you get like underground burial cable, it's going to be shielded. It's going to have a shield on it already.
Yeah,
and it's not that expensive.
It might even be filled with grease.
Yes. The grease-filled ones are good because that'll keep them from freezing up. That'll keep the cables, the actual individual wires from like, as the ground moves and heaves, it'll keep the wires from chafing each other.
And it stops moisture if there is any.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think my solution is going to end up with a cable because
that's going to be my solution.
You guys have a lot of background noise.
Yeah, it's really irritating.
Yes.
Let's see if it's.
Is it me?
No, not that noise, Bruce. Not that noise. It's like a hush thing. It's still there.
That's Mr. B, I think.
I don't know. Do you hear it now?
Yeah.
You're an echo.
Sounds like a fluorescent light.
It's gone now, I think. That's Mr. B, I think.
Yeah,
I'm afraid to choose.
It's still there, Phil.
Don't know.
It's going to be speed. I bet it's speed.
We're in a cult.
With friends like this, right?
Or church.
I feel I've lost control.
That was actually really funny.
We harmonize well.
Oh, dear Lord.
What a bunch of goofballs.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't hear any background noise now that Briggs is muted.
All I can hear is you, Steve.
What was that?
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
I watched one of your early videos today, Steve. I pulled your
Oh,
channel up.
don't do that.
Oldest to newest.
Don't do that.
Oh, it was great.
No.
Is that the one where? Is that the one where you had jet black hair?
Yeah, and right down to my shoulders.
And he wasn't a drinking age yet.
And back then I was actually drinking good beer.
Yeah, you were drinking the good shit there.
Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry, I said.
You're out.
Oh yeah.
Beer.
What do you mean, Steve? Lucky is good beer. I like that.
How in the heck do you know? Oh, because you live in California. You could get it down there.
I visited Canada a couple of times, 3, 4,
cool.
5 times. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Your LMD.
What beer did you say was good, Klaus?
Lucky.
Oh, come on.
That one
right there.
Yeah. That's pretty good beer.
Well, speaking of no beer, I have to go let the cat out.
Meow.
Oh, not Mickey. No, he's giving me a rough time.
Hey, Conker, drop me down if somebody needs to come up.
Oh, let me a second.
Turn your mic off.
Don't forget to mute,
Yeah, don't forget to mute.
I think Luke was trying to,
Especially if she has a lapel microphone on.
Yeah, I think Luke was trying to come up. I think he's lost the game. I'm not sure.
Luke, are you lost?
Oh, Luke.
Mended Man.
The Mended Man.
Yeah,
Mended
whatever.
Man.
Okay, no problem. So, Mick, how's the diet going?
That was really mean.
He told me. Luke told me that Laura had fallen between the floorboards. He was trying to get her out.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna hate me.
Did you watch the rugby then, Mick, or not this afternoon?
No, I've been far too busy in my shed today.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell.
Italy beat Wales.
The
By
Wales.
1 point. By 1 point.
Oh well.
That's the first game they've won in 38 games.
I'm surprised the Welsh even turned up.
Well, they thought it was going to be easy, but there we go. We've got a big game tomorrow. Tonight, England playing tonight. England playing France.
Battling in tears.
It could do, yeah. But I'll have to keep one eye open on that later on.
It shouldn't be hard for you, Conk. You look like a chameleon.
Leave it.
So all you guys an apology. It's always lunchtime when the stream comes on.
I've noticed that, Bruce. Every time we sort of sit here, 50% of the team are either eating or drinking.
Well, that comes
Frankly,
after
I don't
eating.
understand why.
I might have to have a beer just for medicinal purposes after this.
Yeah.
Like Mick, I'm far too busy in the shop right now to be on this panel.
Yeah, that'll be right. Flat out.
I drink for medicinal purposes. I just happen to be quite sick today.
Well, I'm home alone this weekend. She's off with the girlfriends doing something somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So I got my hamburger. I got my hamburgers the way I want them, without lettuce.
Without lettuce.
Without lettuce.
Close.
Yeah.
Bun, burger, bun.
Yes, exactly. Pickles.
You like the pickles in between and some cheese?
Oh no.
No, I'm on a diet, so I only have cheese on one of them.
Well, that makes sense. Half a pound of cheese on just the one. Yeah, all right. I got you.
Hiya. Drinking Stella.
Stella, what
This is a Stella Midnight Lager.
Wow.
It's like it's a special. It was at the grocery store, and they're actually it's actually a dark beer.
Nice.
Now, is it customary that you have to take the butter knife and go across the head on top of the glass?
Do what now?
In all the commercials, it shows a guy with a butter knife taking the head off the top of the glass.
Oh yeah. No, my glass is too small for that.
I thought that was a Guinness commercial.
With a saber. You ever seen anybody do that? A bottle of champagne, expensive. They got this huge sword, like a saber, and they would chop the top off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dear wife made drunken Irish stew 2 days ago for St. Paddy's Day. That was good.
Irish stew with a beer in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cook it with beer in it. My mom used to make that. It's called beer stew. She'd she would actually, even back when I was 12 years old, I was like, what a waste of a beer. Wow.
You can substitute beer for any recipe that calls for water or stock or anything, and it basically just enhances all the flavor because the alcohol cooks off.
That's exactly right, yeah.
We used to boil hot dogs in beer all the time.
It did smell like a boiled beer there for about 3 hours.
Yeah,
No. It's actually you don't smell that.
I'm just enjoying a sandwich.
We did.
Wow.
A cheese sandwich.
What's that called again, Stella? Midnight something?
It's a Stella Midnight Lager. It's
lager.
It is a dark beer, and of course it is only like 11.2 ounces. So they're
percent.
I thought that's what she was going for too. I was like, holy crap, that's a.
When I first got this, I was like, this really didn't feel that big, and I realized, well, dang! I was going to say a ugly word there. I said, well, dang, that's only 11.2 fluid ounces.
What happens if you drink it before midnight, though?
We're going to see.
You sprout wings and fly away.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Stella, they got a nice glass for that too.
I know.
I have never seen that ever, and I'm going to be searching for that now. I need one on my back shelf.
Yeah, you do, Steve.
Definitely need one of those on my back shelf.
Wall.
Yeah.
Stella, you know what you got to send Steve.
Can I send you one in the U.S. mail?
Well,
UPS, good.
You could if it was empty, but I'll find one here, Stella.
UPS, you could send a full one.
From the United States to Canada?
Get there at home.
Can you imagine what that would cost to ship a beer from the United States to Canada, Steve?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to find one here, Stella. Yeah,
How much would that cost?
I don't know. It's called a limited edition premium dark lager.
Yeah.
And it was at the grocery store for several weeks, and I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, shipping is $30.
What? I mean, I can understand when you ship things. I mean, when John shipped that hot sauce to me, the shipping cost is just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it expensive going to Canada?
Out of the country.
Yeah.
Anything out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
It cost me £9 to send Bruce a broken spark plug. £9.
It cost you £10 to ship me a carburetor that you didn't want to send to me.
It did, Bruce. But then I always say you can't put a price on a smile. It's as simple as that.
I was trying to get a beer sent to me from Russia, but that didn't work out very well at all.
Yeah.
Let's say not now.
Yeah, I think that's lost in the mail.
Well, so what happens?
You can't even pay for it now.
So what happens if I just really wrap this up really well and bury it deep in a box and mail it to you that way? Would you
get broken?
but Stella, my point is, I think that I can get that here locally.
Oh, okay. Well, if you can't, let me know. I'll hang on to one.
That's exactly what I would do. Yeah,
they throw them underhand. They throw them underhand in their
What you could do, Henry, why don't you get one, wrap it up in a hoodie, and post it to me and see if it gets to me?
It said it was delivered.
Henry, the longer you hold out, the more that hoodie will be worth. Keep going.
That's right.
Mick, you might want to go check your front doorstep there. I think it's there.
I think the UPS driver's wearing it.
Yeah.
The thing is, Steve, is that I don't have to go and check the front doorstep because such things as modern technology. I just have to turn the phone on and I can see. So I don't have to get up. There's nothing there, mate.
Klaus fixed a Husqvarna the other day, so.
All right.
Husqvarna.
There you go.
Husky.
You guys got the hang of it.
Mick, have you ever worked on boats? Mick, have you ever worked on boats? Have you ever heard of a hospital silencer? No, I haven't.
A hospital silencer.
Never heard of that.
There's a new one for everybody, I think.
On a boat? Like a B-O-A-T?
Yeah. No idea.
I know lots about boats.
Anyway, I'm not talking to Mark. He was rude earlier on.
Why would he do?
He had a bit of a dig at me. I'm not one to hold a grudge, but I am this time.
What do you say? You got me curious now.
He just gets a bit above his station, gets a bit rude. And considering that I sat there and Conker paid me to talk to him
That's why I like Mark
for an
so
hour.
much. Mark's a good guy.
Conker gave me £35 to go and talk to him for an hour.
What? I need to try and bring in my camera. Couldn't you get cameras to zoom in on these things?
Trust me, Conker.
Eh?
We don't need to zoom in on you no more. That's close enough.
And if you try, it might be a recipe for disaster.
I tell you what, mate.
Have a look at this one. Have a look at this
would have
one.
a job to control herself. I tell you.
Okay, here you go. A hospital
Phil?
silencer. The term goes back to when hospital generators were used to provide emergency electrical power to hospitals during power failures. They were fitted very effectively with baffles and silencers so as to cause minimal disturbances to patients when the generator was running.
So it's a muffler.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty much.
So
And in the movie TV industry, they're called it's a factor called the blimp. If they're blimped, that there's a blimping factor that you have to have on sets. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Really quiet generators.
On a boat, that would be commonly used for an inboard machine rather than an outboard machine because it'd be inside the bay. I would have thought
It would make sense.
keep
Hey,
the engine noise down.
Do any of you good people work on outboards?
Say again, Bruce.
Do any of you guys work on outboards? I don't have the back for it, eh? Like I can't. You take them off the transom, and then my legs get 2 inches shorter, and I'm done.
If you get a good one, Bruce, they have double of everything. It's horrible to work on.
Right.
And there's
It's
no
where
space.
it's where I learned my small engine mechanics when I was young, Bruce. When I was about 11 years old.
Well, I know lots about boats. I'll meet you up at the pointed end.
Right, mate, no worries. Is that the front or the back? Bruce should have a job
in the front.
Bruce should have a job if we're in a pram dinghy because both got blunt ends, both ends.
Oh, Lordy, eh?
That's called a punt, isn't it?
A
All I
pram
know is
dinghy.
the port is
Oh,
on the
pram
left
dinghy.
because that's the
Yeah, how
short
do you
letter.
spell the pram,
left.
though?
It's called a pram dinghy because a pram is blunt at both ends.
Yeah, and how do you spell pram? It's not P-R-A-M either.
No.
It's for perambulator.
No, pram, I think it's P-R-A-M-M-E, isn't it?
It must move if it perambulates.
That's the nautical spelling, yeah.
Yeah,
Luke,
we
you're
had
being
one
mighty
on-
quiet.
When we had a boat down on the Tamar.
Luke is absolutely stunned. He has no idea what to say because we're just crazy today.
I lost for words.
I thought his camera was locked up
It's
there
not
for
that.
a second.
It's not that. As soon as you start talking about small engines, Luke's knackered.
Man, you were on it
Busy. I've
today,
been
man.
quite busy. I'm four services this week. So
Come
yeah.
on, Luke, tell us all about it, mate. Go on.
Well, I had a hater in. I had a Ryobi in.
All right, I'm bored now.
You know?
Oh, damn.
You bad bugger.
Sorry, Luke.
I'll get my own back one day.
Not you,
I'm
Phil.
sure you will. I'm sure you will,
Spending too
mate.
much time with Mick.
Click on the trigger. Click on the trigger.
I was actually quite interested in what you were saying, Luke.
Yeah, me too.
I found that to be
Doesn't
quite
matter. Now,
rude.
the moment's been ruined now. So
Yeah.
Oh,
get back to
Oh,
talking
bless.
about boats.
Oh, blessed.
Well, I better have a hair of the dog.
There you go.
Hey, grab one for me,
between the
too.
floorboards.
Can we not talk about hair? Can we leave the hair situation out?
Please.
I'm all
Hair
right.
of the dog.
I'm good. I'm all right with that. You know. Yeah.
We went to
I,
a real fancy
I can see
restaurant.
Luke. Luke, some of your hair has fallen down on your chin. On your,
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
No,
I don't shave too often. Too much messing about shaving that often.
Because you're too tight to pay for razors.
Amen.
I hate shaving.
I just use a little beard trimmer. I just use that. I'm not doing a clean shave. I'll keep buying the blades, haven't I? Then.
I use the number 5 on my electric razor, and I do my whole head and beard at the same time. 2 on my eyebrows, and I'm done.
I just use a dog clipper
Ears,
for me.
nose.
You could see Steve with all his money. Look, he's just let it go.
I don't know why you keep saying that Steve's got loads of money. He hasn't got loads of money, have you, Steve?
No, because I gave it all to you.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, there you go.
I know. I remember when we went on holiday in Turkey many years ago. When I went to a Turkish hairdresser, barber, and they do the wet shave, the full Monty with a wet shave and stuff.
With a straight razor?
The proper straight razor.
No way.
You're there and you're thinking to yourself, for God's sake, whatever it is you say, I agree with.
I've got
that will never happen. No one is coming that close to my neck with a razor.
No, me. I wouldn't do it.
If you ever get the chance.
And the other thing is they do your nose in your hair. They get a piece of cotton wool on a pair of tweezers.
Yep.
Pour methylated spirits on it and set fire to it. They shove it up your nose and in your ears. Burn the hair out.
And you smell pork roast the rest of the day. I've tried that.
Yeah.
If you remember,
it's horrible. You had that smelling burnt air all the time.
Yeah,
if you
smell
remember,
like a scalded dog.
I've actually got a video on that on my channel. It's a bit of self promotion. When I went to Turkey.
Have you got a channel?
Yeah, slightly bigger than yours, Luke. When I went to Turkey,
it's okay.
That's pretty good, Vince.
I tell you something. For £5.50, they slap you about, beat you up, snap your neck, twist your ear holes, pull you apart, drag you up and down the street. It's brilliant.
They do. They do the old finger. They pull your fingers.
Snap your neck, shoulders all crinked up. Oh, it's lush.
And they're all for tuppence eighty.
Lush.
You haven't got to shave for 4 days. Tell you, absolutely.
That's pretty true.
You can't shave for 4 days.
Funny enough, I was talking to Mrs. P, or Mrs. P told me the other day, her cousin went to Turkey. Babe, where did Deb go on holiday? She went to Egypt. And they do the same out there. They do what is like a Turkish bath, where you have to lay on like a big slab, heated slab, and they beat you with these like.
That is so nice. I tried that.
Yeah,
that is so nice.
Apparently, you're supposed to have it when you get there, and it gets rid of all the dead cells on your skin, and your suntan lasts longer. Anyway, she's quite a well-built lady, to be fair, and they gave her they stuck her in a.
Here we go.
Yeah, they stuck her in a. They stuck her in a plastic bikini, disposable plastic bikini, right? And she said in the post, it didn't even cover the front garden, right? she was sat on the old slab being beaten up with his pillowcases and what have you, and she had nothing on. And everybody else was saying, "That's a weird place." And I went, "I just wore my swimming costume. What's up with that?" So it looks like they invaded every space there was. Well, it didn't have to.
Nick, I've got to tell you, this is a similar story. This is the God's truth with Mrs. H.
How did we get into this?
And she went to a Turkish bath, and where they
Bruce.
go in there, yeah. And she asked her, "What's the dress code?" He said, "Well, you take your clothes off." So fair enough, Annie being Annie. And they gave her a towel that would just about cover her tuppence. That's about all it covered. Anyway, she went in onto these baths, laid on this big stone slab, right? And this big hairy Turkish guy came over with a pillow full of foam and stuff that dumped her all over. And she turned around and a busload of Manchurians turned up, came in and sit down and watch. She was laying bollock naked.
I mean, guys, normally, if it's not in a touristy area, women are not allowed in the bathhouse. They do it for tourists only in those areas.
That doesn't sound very fun.
No, and Mick, if you get that scrub on your first day there, make sure you use sunscreen because you'll look like a cooked shrimp in 10 minutes.
The funny thing is, Mrs. P won't let me anywhere near her when she's in the bath either. It must be a woman thing. I don't know.
Good day.
Well, it's certainly worth trying one of those Turkish shaves because I mean, you had a face like a baby's bum for 2 days. You really did. Brilliant.
Oh yeah, they slap it with this really hot flannel. You can barely stand it. It's
You're right.
Hot flannel.
Yeah.
That goes on your face. Then they chuck lemon fresh at you, lemon zest or something. Then they give you a cold one. Then they shave you. Then they snap you about, set fire to your head.
Yeah, they give you this.
Great.
When they finish, they give this balm stuff, like old-fashioned. I can't remember the name of it. Aftershave, and it's like liquid curry going on your face. You know, dear Lord.
Have you tried when they trim your eyebrows? They do it with 2 pieces of string.
Yeah, bits of cotton. Yeah, they twist it up, don't they? And they do the bridge of your nose as well.
Yeah, a grown man with tears in his eyes. You know,
sounds really painful.
There's
a video out of a guy having that done, having the hot wax up his nose.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's a video of it, and this guy was crying. He was screaming. It was the funniest thing to see. Honest to God.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly speaks to your age when you're appreciative of family members that give you like personal hygiene devices for Christmas. You know, like nose hair trimmers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank
kids.
you. Thank you, sis. I'll never talk to you again.
I got an electric razor for Christmas.
It's kind of like buying your wife a frying pan for her anniversary present.
Right.
Exactly. Or a Hoover. Yeah, that's
vacuum,
don't do that.
I do not have the courage to do that. I do
Steve,
not.
I don't see the problem, Steve. What's the problem with that?
Well, she was going to buy one
If I got
anyway,
a shop
save
vac
some money.
If I got a shop vac for the shop, I would be so happy. So why would a woman not want a vacuum for the house?
Yeah, I hear you.
Shane,
I don't know.
Now, well, you're a mechanic.
You're on your own here, Bruce. I'll be honest with you, mate.
But I have I think it's called a conundrum because I can't buy her a vacuum cleaner, right? So I go out and buy a vacuum cleaner. When I bring the vacuum cleaner home, she says, "That's not the one I want."
That's right. Klaus, you're doomed. Don't
You nailed it.
Don't
buddy.
even-
You nailed it.
don't worry about it. You're doomed, man.
Why can't you buy a vacuum cleaner? Why?
Well, because
Because we needed one. The old one broke down, or they started spewing out dust and stuff.
The problem is, though, I bought Mrs. P one with one of them with retractable leads on it. You know, you push a button and the lead, but she was pulling it like a lawnmower. It's no good. It don't start.
I saw a YouTube video on an older lady trying to start it like that, and that was I had tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard watching that.
I mean,
I don't get this thing that people, men, are scared to buy their wives things that they can use in the house. I don't get it.
Luke, it's easy, mate. It's easy.
It's just Luke. It is so unbelievably unromantic. That's what it's about.
It's very simple.
I'm not
Value our
having that.
bollocks.
Now, all the men are
Luke,
just
you
scared.
bastard.
They're under the old thumb.
I think most women would look at that and they'd go, "Well, if I needed that or wanted that, I would have just went out and bought it myself."
Romance went
You know,
out
yeah.
before 6 months after.
I don't see what there is unromantic about a new frying pan. You just use your imagination. That's what I do.
I tried it.
You
about
just
20
wait until
about
she
20
whacks
years
you
ago.
over the head with it.
Cast iron.
Hi, Laura Jane. That's a new name. Welcome.
Hey,
Don't you know
Laura.
who that is, Conker?
That's a nice
All
sticker.
right.
Don't you know who that is?
Oh,
Did
sorry.
you see the one on YouTube where the
That's
guy
why I
bought his wife a new pet vacuum for pet hair, and the guy tried to use it on his cat, almost killed it.
My cats disappear. Poof.
Yeah, they don't like vacuums, eh?
Laura
No,
says
they
in the
don't.
chat there, she says, "You want a frying pan?" Mick question mark. I don't need one. Mrs. P's got 2. Why do I need one?
Is she there?
Three.
Is she there?
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, Laura.
No, Mrs. P.
Laura, is yeah. Yeah, she's there. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry for laughing, Ozzy, but that's pretty funny.
Yep.
What a vacuum. All right, John.
I think if I come home with a vacuum or a frying pan, I will need surgery as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You'll just be banged on the head with a frying pan, won't you?
I'm telling you, if I ask my
Thanks
wife,
for the lesson, though, Stella. It isn't romantic, I guess.
if I bought
It
Mrs.
is,
P a new
That's all it is.
You're right.
You know,
But the thing is, I mean, if you can choose between something romantic and a new power tool, guess what I want? You know?
Yeah.
Power tool.
Every day, yeah.
Every time.
Every
Every
time, yeah, every
time.
time.
But
Klaus,
it's
don't laugh. I've seen the what is it? The Sawzalls with the little device on the end, so you can't say you haven't seen it.
Oh,
No.
Ken.
Oh, Ken. Oh,
Ken.
Okay,
It must be the wig.
now you're into tools, Stella. So if I bought you a 1/2-inch impact drill, that would be okay.
I would probably appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I would say that I am not the norm.
But you still wouldn't want to
I
vacuum.
would think that I am not the average
You know, what if you
person
got a vacuum?
who would be
got a
offended
vacuum?
by that.
What if you got a vacuum though?
Well, I mean, I think
Shop
part of
vac.
it is
Shop vac.
is well, I mean, shop vac. I mean, I'd appreciate that too. But I think what the problem is again, it's not romantic, but it's the assumption that your place is in the kitchen. You know, if I get you a frying pan or a can opener or something like that.
Hang on.
I get that.
I have Mrs. P is
I'm so
only
stupid.
5'2". I have
Exactly.
I have adjusted all the worktops, all the taps, the oven, everything for her in the kitchen. So don't tell me that I haven't thought about this long term. So technically, her place is there because I've adjusted everything for her.
I agree with you 100%. I don't have that, but like I said, I'm not normal. That's just
we know that. Yeah,
I just put that out there.
I would agree with that. Anyone? Can we all have a vote? Actually, hands up. Who thinks Stella's not normal?
I'm not going there.
So
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
I'm abstaining.
That's a trick question. I've tried
you're-
those before. You can't
You're
win.
cowards.
Yep.
You're all cowards.
Yep.
Now somebody think Nick's going to get a hiding from Stella.
I gotta let the cat out.
I'm not worried.
Bruce got to let the cat out.
I suppose it differs from relationship to relationship, really, though, doesn't it?
It is.
I know that my dad once bought my mum a vacuum because she wanted one, so he bought her one, and I think mum ignored her for nearly 6 months. Mum ignored her for 6 months.
Ooh, that's a thought.
I think the thing is we're more practical than what our
Aaron.
What we are, Conker, is very poor at uncovering what it is that she really wants.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If Mrs. P had the choice between a new bottle of perfume or a new vacuum cleaner, it would be a new vacuum cleaner all day long. I know what she's like.
Cover your head. You might get a blow to it shortly.
Here comes the frying pan.
Laura Jane, you got to calm your wife down there, Luke.
What you like?
Unreal.
Luke, I'll tell you what, mate. Watch out, boy. Watch out.
Way to go, Laura.
Have you never heard? Have you never
Yeah,
heard
they
of
were
Maine's,
good in the tin opener.
Have you never heard of Maine's appliance? Well, I'm going for a bath. I'll catch you later on.
All right.
Ugh.
There you go, Ken. That speaks volumes.
Oh, really? Do you need it? Get it. No
Well, that's
question.
the whole thing now. You can people. It's just they sort of buy stuff all year round, really nowadays, don't they? People do. It used to just years ago. It used to just be birthdays and Christmas, but someone wants something now. They get it. Genuinely.
John Clem. He's got a cat on a leash. I would never be able to do that.
Hi, Anders. Good evening.
Anders, how are you?
Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Only on your videos.
Yeah, nice to see you all.
How you doing, mate? You well?
All well, thank you.
Good. It looks a bit cold there still with the jacket on.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Your channel's doing okay, I noticed. You're doing quite well with your channel.
Thank you. Yeah, it's growing in a slowly and steady pace.
Where are you at? I haven't looked. Sorry.
250 odd. Is it 250 odd subscribers you have?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching some of your videos because I certainly can't understand much of what you're saying, but you know,
you're
I think
alone.
no, but I think they're very well crafted in, you know, you show people how to do what you're doing. That's all. You know.
Somebody got their
Thank you.
other channel on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, actually, I came in contact with one of the bigger channels here in Sweden, and he gave me some nice tips. So I kind of followed with that, with a microphone and setting the camera and so on. So yeah.
Who's that? And is that Karsten or?
Yes, it's Karsten from D's Garage.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. Yeah.
What size?
Really good.
What size is his channel? What's he at?
I can link it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, you're always welcome to put the link out for my channel if you want, Luke. I'm at a massive 294, I think. So, I'm flying. What?
Well, I still owe one for Mick because he got me over 40K there 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
and
amazing.
It stayed. Sometimes
he said,
if you get a bump like that, it goes back.
You're right, Ronnie. It is all about views. No, it is.
Yeah. But it's still nice seeing the others go up as well.
It is. But, you know, as long as you can keep the viewership up and running, I think that's what's going to help YouTube just keep pushing your videos out to more people.
Yeah.
Views and length of watch time.
Yeah, and that is a conundrum for me because if I put out a video that's shorter than like my average watch time, it'll get nowhere because it doesn't reach one of those thresholds.
Score to your average.
Right, it doesn't score to my average. So I've found what the YouTube algorithm likes is about 18 to 20 minute videos for me.
For me, it's 20, 26
but
minutes.
But not every topic requires 18 to 20 minutes. I mean, I just
I never figured that out. How does that work?
Leave it, Bruce. Leave it.
Don't go there, Bruce. Nope.
I'm putting it down here in the corner out of the way, I think.
Ever go to a rodeo?
Yeah, really.
8 seconds and I win.
That's right.
But
hold on.
To the panel.
Oops.
What's the question?
The question is, if you had a time in your channels where it suddenly started to skyrocket quite quickly, because that has happened to me. So, question is that
hasn't to me ever, unfortunately.
Because,
me either.
No. I started the channel in October, and I had 0.5, 0.3 in the beginning, and then suddenly in the middle of January, the view just went sky high. So I have 1,000 watch hours maybe now, and 800 of those hours are just from the middle of January until now. So I don't know what happened, to be honest.
It's one of those. It's one of those weird ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, can I interrupt on this one?
Yep.
Please.
What do you think?
I've 9.5 years, right? And if I do my lifetime analytics, it goes like this, and then each year it gets a little higher.
Yeah.
So you might be on that first peak, Anders.
Okay.
So don't be alarmed if it drops off and then comes back again next year.
But it's like when you have that odd video, all of a sudden you get 2 or 3 times as many views as you regularly do.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lawnmower that starts. Yeah, I got one of those. It's a lawnmower that starts and stalls, and it's 25% of my entire channel.
Yeah.
Right. And I have no idea why one of my videos did that. No clue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll say to my wife, I'll say, "Oh, this video is going to go all the way," and I get 226 views.
Yeah, that's
and then that piece of crap old video, I'll just throw it out there, and it goes
to
7 million.
Yeah.
Well, I just try to keep repeating the things that I've seen work a little bit. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is, I mean, I have my normal is about over 2 months, maximum 2,000 views, right?
Right.
But I have like a handful that goes over 12, 13, some even goes to 20,000 views.
20,000. Yeah.
And I have absolutely no clue why that is.
No.
Timing.
Could be, yeah, could be. But yeah.
But you all stay with the same theme, don't you? With it's basically lawnmowers, chainsaws, that sort of stuff, isn't it? Mine, I have tweaked mine a little bit with different sort of stuff. So that's always going to have a bit of an effect initially, isn't it? Until people sort of get used to how you're sort of slightly changing things. So
yeah.
Chainsaws seems to be popular here in Sweden. One of my first movies was with a service on a chainsaw, the old Husqvarna. Husqvarna. And that is, I'm guessing, 80 to 85% of every view and watch hour is on that specific video. And I can't explain why, but
I think chainsaws tend to do quite well, but even your area, even more so. And like Steve's area, I would think chainsaws do quite well.
The only problem with chainsaw videos is that you have to do them right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, not necessarily, because if your audience doesn't know that they're done right, it's not going to matter.
I like to see them cutting at the end as well to finish off the video.
Yes.
Cut them, yeah.
And I didn't used to do that at the beginning, and I had several people say, well, why didn't you start it up? And I was like, well, I thought the video was getting too long. And no, I call it the money shot in all of my videos. So
even if you do it for 20 seconds and cut a chunk of crap with a chainsaw, you got to show them.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what people like to see. That you like to be sort of, my take on it. Explain what you're doing, do the repair, and show them it working. You know, that's
right.
Does it. I've seen so many that fixed it and then they don't show the lawnmower working or whatever, and they sort of cut it short. Yeah.
In late 2020, my channel's kind of gone all garbly. It's not following its normal yearly pattern. Have you guys had that? I think I'm blaming COVID and the world just not being the same.
Mine has been extremely slow since
I'd say July.
Since December.
Mine has been slow since December as well.
Absolutely horrible. Yeah.
People going back to work.
It's just they're going to work up a little bit now, but not to the levels of what it was before Christmas. So.
Like my 2020 videos look like 2016 for me. You know, that crummy.
Yeah.
But I think also, guys, I think that sometimes when you watch channels in general, I mean, small engines is small engines. I mean, you can only clean a carburetor that many times.
I quit worrying about that.
But
that's true. But everyone wants to see their carburetor cleaned on their lawnmower. That's what Bruce taught me.
Yes.
And so I'm like, okay, great.
You could do 200. You could do 200 of them if 200 different models, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think that we sometimes we fall into it. Oh, I showed something similar. Why I can't show it again? Blah,
right.
Blah.
Yeah.
But if it's an oddball Sears 5.5 22 with not with a Murray instead of an MTD, somebody might really get into that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Have you any of you ever done a video in the past, like quite a long time ago, and then it's sort of done all right, but then you've done it again and to try to better it, to try and better your first one?
I've never deleted the old one though. I've always done
No, I haven't.
And retitled it a little differently because I don't want to lose the background that old video has.
Yeah, because a few years back, I'm not sure what channel it's on. It could be on my other channel or this one. I'm not sure. But I did a blade brake clutch on a Honda, the rotor stop, and the old video did quite well. But I thought I can do better than that and explain it even better than that. And that's what I did the other week.
Right.
And that hasn't done very good yet. But I think it's one of them videos that over time it will, because it's something that people will hopefully keep looking back.
Well, I'm releasing a video next week that basically does the same thing. One of the two top videos that I have is a carburetor clean on a Honda mower, and I have basically done the exact same thing again, and I'm gonna hopefully that one will get some traction to do the same thing. I mean,
I think you get away with it if you leave a long enough gap between. You know,
No, but I mean, I get comments on a video where I do a carb clean and an oil change and all that on a specific model, and I get comments. Oh, I saw that. That was a good video, but mine is this model.
Right. Same carburetor.
Same carburetor, same engine, same blade, same.
Just on a different make model.
Right, but you know that, Klaus, but the average viewer does not.
No,
So I have that one, a lawnmower with, sorry to interrupt, but it's important, right? This is the big stuff here. I have a lawnmower that starts and stalls, 2 million views. The lighting is bad. The sound is bad. But I take that little bolt out and I clean that T in the bolt and I stick it back in again, right?
That's because Bruce is good.
But that video, people see the views. Oh, that video's got 2.5 million views. That's got to be a good video, and I'm going to watch that crappy video with 2 million views. Right?
You know what I find out? That 5 horsepower I was working on for the half price 5 horse, I could not find one video on that exact same linkage that it had for the governor. The closest I could find, I don't know if you guys remember this guy, SBLG 45 or something.
Yes, he's a Briggs and Stratton guru.
Yeah, he was on there years and years ago. I found a video from 10 years ago from him. It was close, but not exactly the same. Right. But that's my problem is I try and find a video on exactly what I'm working on, and I can never do it. So it's like, hey, why not do it?
Good for you, Ken.
I always forget the video stuff. I do the job and suddenly realize, oops, I should have videoed that. By then, it's too late anyway.
I know. I mean, honestly, Conker, when I was watching your trimmer video, and you cut all the good parts out.
I know you didn't get cleaning nothing or anything. All of a sudden now, it's good. Like what happened?
Hey, an old video. One of the original.
Covered in crap.
It looked like total garbage, and all of a sudden it was brand new.
That's what we want to see.
I know. I want to see you get your fingers dirty.
I'm coming up 10 years on.
All right, mate. I'll tell you.
I'll do that in a little bit.
I'm coming up 10 years on YouTube, right? 10 years on YouTube. And an old video, 805 Road King told me when you go into the garage, turn on the camera.
That's right.
But it
never know what's going to happen.
It really puts your editing time up.
It does, and I spend a lot of time editing, but Anders, back to your original question of stuff going down. I honestly think I've only been putting out videos for about a year or so, really, about a year and a half maybe. But I don't really think that you can look at any slice of time in the first year or year and a half and really draw any conclusions to that. I mean, I thought stuff 6 months ago. You know, oh, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? You know, it's pretty meaningless until you have a longer length of time to compare, you know, what you did a year ago or what you did a year and a half ago or whatnot.
Yeah. I was just so surprised that it kind of kicked off so fast just in the middle of January, and I don't have an explanation for it.
In Sweden,
but also, and this, I mean, honestly, when you're a smaller channel, it means more if just 10 people are watching. It gives a bigger effect. If you got 40,000 or 50,000 or 200,000, it's not going to matter much if 10 people comes in or goes out. But for us small ones, it does make a big difference.
Yeah, I was just so surprised.
Yeah, well, I get people say to me, you know, I self-promote on the streams and all that. It's a bit of an on-running joke sort of thing. But the thing is, if they did, I think most of them don't do content. If they did, I'm quite proud of the videos I do. You know, I think I've put the work into them and that. Do you all feel the same with, you know, with your sort of work you do?
I'm just relieved I've done it.
Well, no, I mean, I try to make every video just that much better than the last one.
Me too.
Know, and I'm still finding in my I use iMovie on a MacBook, and literally every time I edit a video, I'm like, oh, so that's how you do that. I mean, I'm still learning how to do that kind of thing. So I don't know. I just try to make everyone just that much better. That's all.
I think you get a little bit more pickier as you do it. Like you think, oh, well, I can knock that 2 seconds out there where there's a lull or whatever, and you get more and more pickier.
No, but whenever I watch Stella's videos, I'm highly envious because the editing, the cutting, and the
That's what she
yeah.
does. Though.
Yeah,
Well,
that is
but you-
so good.
But you see, I have a lot of trouble getting words out of my head and out of my mouth.
That's because
So-
you use these.
So I know, and that's why I'm editing so much of my video, because I say and that boom boom boom. That's what most of those cuts are, is getting rid of all that sort of stuff. Thank you, Ken.
Profanity.
Yeah, but I
No,
agree with
no.
They are great.
I've only said profanity once or twice in my videos,
I
and I
cut it
always
out.
edit that out.
Sometimes I take
You're
about
in charge,
20.
Henry, you're in charge for a minute.
All right.
Sometimes I take 20 takes and doing one little bit because I keep
Well,
getting words
No,
out.
I don't
wrong.
do that at all.
The only time I take multiple takes is on my intros and my outros. Basically, that's all I'm doing. Everything else is real time. If I screw it up, I screw it up, and I usually call it out or say it or go back and fix it, or I don't really. The only time I'm sort of flying blind is with a piece of equipment that I've never worked on before.
Yeah.
So I will sort of like look at it. I'll stare at this for a little while and say, what, how do I want to do this? And then I'll move the camera around and figure it out. But generally speaking, no, I only do multiple takes on just my intros. That's really
Intros. When I'm looking in the camera, I'm worse. I get me words wrong when I'm looking at myself.
Yeah, I'm terrible with that.
Since I'm not very good at editing, I do it beforehand. That means that before I turn on the camera, I have a plan. What's this sequence? What do I want to cover in this sequence? And I do that.
I don't have a plan for anything.
I don't really either. It's just like make it work, or it doesn't work.
Interesting.
No, but I mean, I put it up in bite sizes. So if it's a regular lawnmower, regular service, so take one. We go through just go around it, show the model number, check the air filter, check the plug, turn off camera.
Right.
So you have a plan before you begin.
Sometimes in my head, sometimes on paper. Depends.
I agree.
But how many times have you guys, what that thing is, but it just not popping in your head? Like,
Yes, all the time.
And
All
how
the
many
time.
times you say nut instead of bolt, and people will pick you
Oh
up.
yeah,
at every
oh yeah,
time?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
All the time.
And I have this. I have one of those.
Threads.
I have one of those horrible problems where I will have learned a word in English, so when I need it in Danish, I don't have it. so I don't even think about it. I just blurt it out. It's a wavy washer, and then in Danish, and
People,
they
if
just
I
have
call
to
a bolt a nut or a nut a bolt. People will actually correct me, and they'll go at
Oh, yeah.
12:26 in your video.
The
You
correct,
said it
the
was
correct
a-
please.
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Well,
do you
My
have
last,
something else to do?
video, I wanted to say diaphragm. I said diagram, and I look back. I go, "Why the hell did I say that?"
Nobody
And I-
did. Well,
Yeah,
I
so
I
edit and
correct
put in
that stuff
diaphragm
with a
oops.
big title.
I
It'll
do.
say asterisk,
That's what
thread,
I do.
or
Same
whatever.
here.
Yeah, I correct that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But
I
And the
work
other-
on the same. I work on the same basis. I just talk bollocks all the time. That way,
Right.
then you just can't go wrong at the end of the day.
No,
You
but I
know.
mean, I just finished a 3-part mower tiller video. Sorry, and
I saw the first two of those. So
It was
and
great.
and the first one I didn't do the wavy or the curved washer for the flywheel. I put it the wrong way,
right.
and I didn't quite catch that until I watched through the video. So I had to go back and put it. No, it's wrong. You have to turn
Right.
it around.
And that's I think
six-
most people
six
appreciate
comments.
that.
6 comments. Oh, you turned the washer on wrong. Have you seen the video, guys?
Yeah, well, that means those assholes didn't watch the whole video.
Oh,
You can't
yeah.
say that, but
Yeah.
that's what it
No,
was.
but-
Here we go.
Yeah, true.
I
Haven't
correct
got
a
a
lot
dress,
with
no.
text
You
as
mean
text
that's
as I go
better,
along.
Dana?
Just put
Well,
text in there.
I have to confess
Me
I've
also,
used
Lou.
fast
Me
forward a
also.
couple of times myself.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we all do, right?
And the other
Well-
thing is, if you say 10 mil bolt, they'll go, that's not a 10 mil bolt. I mean,
No.
10 mil spanner head. And they'll
10
go,
mil spanner, 10 mil socket.
But-
Yeah.
It's a
and all-
wrench, not a bolt. Like what the hell?
I mean,
I haven't
when I
got
watch,
anything better to do.
I mean, when I watch your
Beyond
videos,
that.
Bruce, I know you do those mistakes like I do, but I know what you're talking about. So why comment?
Right. Why comment?
Yeah, I mean, I know that when you say 10 mil bolt, or if Luke says, I know it's a 6 millimeter bolt with a 10 millimeter head. So why comment?
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
My last video,
I've got, sorry, Ken, I've gotten to the point these days that I have to be very, very in balance when I read my comments.
Right. Don't go there.
People are about this close to getting it.
Do you feel the need to answer every comment though?
I try to answer every. Some of them is thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Right, and that's I try to answer all of them. Now I will say the biggest thing I've come to is, you know, my videos are basically an intro. You see me, and at the end you see me again. But the rest of the time you only see me like my arms from here to there. And so it's been a hard thing for me to wrap my brain around what I'm saying on the video doesn't necessarily have to match with what I'm doing. So it's hard so I've gotten to the point now where I'm getting better at like cutting out that stuff, cutting out the audio. And you know, I can cut out an enormous amount of dead space out of my video because I take audio from this clip and add it onto that clip. So it says the same thing, but I'm not wasting 5 minutes saying something that I could say in 2 minutes.
That is way too high tech for me.
Yeah. I explained as I go along.
30 seconds ago.
Well, I mean, and I do that as well. But I mean, I'm realizing that I'm saying a lot of the same things over and over again when I move the camera. Say, you know, it's just, you know, I try to make it as concise as possible.
I repeat myself.
Yes.
No,
I do too. I do too.
When I get a really rude comment, like somebody calls me a stupid old F.
Yeah.
Right.
Or that was the worst video I've ever seen. I have cut and pasted a little paragraph that I keep on my desktop, and it says, "Excuse me, I am not a Steven Spielberg. This is not a Steven Spielberg production. You are watching an old guy in a garage work on something. I went to your homepage and I see you haven't made a single video. If
right.
That's a good one.
Video, you let me know.
Those are the ones that have the negative comments all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
You've seen it.
You get a lot of that. A lot of bad comments. I only get the good ones so far.
Yeah, but I got 40,000.
That'll change, Anders. Trust me.
That'll change. I think the more you get, the more critical people are going to be watching stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I want to jump and squeeze their heads. Like
that's right.
At the end of the day, we're just normal people putting out what to help people.
That's right.
It might get them in the shed to take apart an engine, a carburetor, or
Good
whatever.
night, Mark.
Good night, Mark.
Good night, Mark.
And get them to, save them a few monies and a bit money, and they'll learn a new skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting comment, actually. Though I often wondered, why do we actually do this? Is it just for monetary reward? Is it just that we want to show off?
I do it to help.
We want to put out.
I do it to keep stuff out of the landfill. That's what I do.
Yeah. I got to keep my brain going. I don't want to get Alzheimer's when I'm sick.
I started to do it to teach
we
kids.
all started somewhere doing this stuff.
Still,
right?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, well, I think probably we'd be in our sheds. We'd all be in. If we never started, we'd all be in our sheds, messing around with the engines or whatever. Why not film it, put it out there, and it will help. It will help people. It will keep machines alive for a bit longer, and people can use them. And there's a lot of these big garden machinery places that charge people a lot of money, and then if money's tight, they can fix a mower or whatever. I think, I suppose. I suppose when you get to a stage you earn a few pound out of it or dollars or whatever, it helps. It helps the channel, buys you a new.
But it's interesting. I mean, why do we do it? Because obviously, you've just heard there tonight. Some people get really bad reports come in. Do we put up that crap or no? We argue. We do a good job or we don't do a good job. But at the end of the day,
okay.
I mean, it's like, why do I do my job when people are shouting
I do
down
it
the telephone at me?
To be honest, Steve or Bruce.
No, but to be honest, I do videos for me.
I do it to pay it forward.
Yeah, I don't. I do it
I'm
for
with
me.
Klaus. I enjoy it, and if they like it, fine. If they don't like it, too bad.
Yeah, and Bruce, I get exactly what you're saying, and that's been in my, you know.
That makes, and you're right though, because when I do it to pay it forward, that makes me happy. So I do it for me.
Yeah.
So I understand that psychology.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Miller time.
Interesting. That's why we do it. I mean, I've been lucky that I've come into this literally in the last. It started off one day that I had a mower that didn't work very well, and I thought I'd have a go see if I could fix it. I've always been a bit handy, and just started looking up at stuff on YouTube, and somehow or another got involved watching the Mower Man. Remember the Mower Man?
Yeah. I used to watch his stuff. Yep.
Just loved his stuff. There was so much information there, and then I sort of, if you like, graduated and started seeing Mick, his stuff coming up, and Martin Butler and stuff. And next thing you know, you sort of almost get drawn into wanting to become part of that community, if you like.
Yeah.
That's where I find myself now.
I blame everything on Bruce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I do, because I started watching Donny Boy 73, right?
That was me, and then Bruce.
Yeah, but Donny Boy is so extremely good. There's no way I can reach his level.
Right.
And don't get me wrong here. Then I started watching Bruce, and that was a completely different perspective, because Bruce just went at it, and I was watching him and said, this guy is having so much fun doing this.
Yeah.
I want to have that fun as well.
Yeah.
And so it's all Bruce's fault that I had to go buy a camera. I have to sit here and listen to you guys. It's all Bruce's fault. Everything.
Okay, then. So who, Klaus, who was it that actually started you off making videos? Was it Donny Boy or was it Bruce?
No, it was Bruce.
Yeah.
Because when I was watching Donny Boy, you learn a ton from watching his old videos, because he's really good. So I was just sucking up knowledge, right? I never went across and said, okay, I can do that, because I couldn't. Then I started watching Bruce and say, this guy is in his garage. He's just going at it. You can tell sometimes he actually doesn't quite know what he's getting into, but he comes out on the other side. Yeah. And he looked like he was having fun. I said, I want to have that fun. You know, I went and bought a camera. So it's all Bruce's fault.
So Henry, how did you start? Who did you?
Thank you, Bruce.
No, actually, I started because I had my heart attack, and I was, I couldn't do anything anymore, So I'm watching all the other channels, and then actually Mick. I watched Donny Boy, I watched Bruce, I watched Zippo, everybody, all the top names, Steve's,
Yeah.
But actually Mick was the one that really turned me on to go ahead and put it on video, because you enjoy it, put it on video. And that made me think, yeah, why not? I'm not there for the monetary. I'm not there for the subscribers.
No.
I'm there to enjoy myself. Yeah. And maybe somebody could enjoy what I'm doing,
Yeah.
Because I don't
That's
have
a nice point, Hank. That's a nice point.
I don't have that fluid of my tongue,
Yeah.
And I'm old enough to forget things.
Yeah.
For me, it was the Mower Man. I watched him first. That's who started me off.
Yeah.
It was the Mower Man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saving the planet. That's all I'm doing.
All by yourself.
Well, no, but that was the whole goal, is to keep this stuff out of the landfill. People just throw this stuff away. And I'm like, you don't have to throw this away.
Yep.
No, but the first time I had to take a 5-horse bricks apart, I did not have I watched Bruce do it and said, okay, I think I can follow that, but I didn't have the courage to bring on a camera.
Right.
I'd never taken the one apart before. But once you do it once, you do it twice, all of a sudden, okay, camera's on. I can do that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you get one that's a little bit different, like the one Ken just had, and you think, okay, well, they're not all the same. And you just keep learning and learning and learning and learning.
Right.
So many
but
varieties.
that bottom intake screw is still sucks to get at.
Oh, I hate that. But you know what?
Yeah, it's a pain. I did a video a while back with that one.
I've always wanted to invent something to make a ratchet or something.
Yeah,
If you take the shroud off, it's a little easier to get with an ignition.
No, guys, there is an OEM tool. I'm just too cheap to buy it.
I just go about not even.
Bricks has a special tool.
I've got that.
You do?
Snap-on O2O.
There it is.
Oh, I got those.
Devil,
Yeah.
You
I got
lucky
those
devil.
Yeah, the
screwdrivers.
Sidewinder Phillips.
Yeah.
I bought the
Yeah.
ones from Craftsman,
flat edge.
but they're too long.
They're too long.
Right? Yeah,
Well,
those
you
are
gotta grind it down, Klaus, and put a piece of masking tape in the back of it.
Yeah,
But
no,
that one
those
makes a
are too long. But this
Yeah.
little one from Snap-on is
Right.
the shizzle.
Right.
How much did that cost? About $400?
Yeah.
What the O2O? No, I bought it off of eBay for I don't know, like $5 or something. I don't know.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, it's a
You could take a
Snap-on.
screwdriver and a torch and bend it.
That's true.
Snap-on number.
O2O.
I've got a couple of those given to me.
Nice.
I just got one. I'm sorry, I can't give you.
No, that's fine, Stella. I'll go look it up.
But I want to make
Bricks has one, but it's hideously expensive.
Right, I bought this off of eBay literally for like $5 or $6 or something. I have no idea. You can find them.
Yeah. Thank you.
But a question about that. Maybe I'm doing this wrong, and there's. But I always take the tank away. And then I put the cob, and then I go with a long screwdriver
Yeah.
Reach
Right,
through
and
the-
that's
and then I put the tank back. Maybe I missed something.
That works.
Maybe
and that's great if you're planning to take the tank off to begin with. But you might, depending on what you're doing, you might not need to do that.
I always take the whole lot off because
Plus, all your adjustments go to hell when you take the tank off.
That's true.
The adjustments.
Yes.
Yep.
Your springs and levers.
Look at that! Look at that money, though. Holy crap!
$51.
Oh no! That's for a whole setup. No, you can get them cheaper than that.
Yeah, divide by 3. It's still $17 each.
No,
You know
I think I paid like
don't worry.
$7 for mine or something.
Don't worry.
Just take a
We'll charge the
screwdriver,
customer.
heat it up,
Don't
and bend it. You're done.
Have you guys had subscribers send you tools?
No, not
No.
yet.
I've had a subscriber send me links to stuff that he built.
Oh, yeah. A guy by the name of George Durovich in New York worked for Briggs for 30 years. And now I think he's probably getting up there. He's probably 80 or so. And he sent me his full set of Briggs engine rebuilding tools from valve springs
Did he send you the board movers?
the clutch, two different clutch removers, right? One you can put in a socket, and one is a manual one.
Did he send you the board, though, Bruce?
everything.
The Masonite board?
No.
You got to get the Masonite board that they all fit on. That's
Oh, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be
You did
cool.
a video on this, didn't you?
I was stunned. That's probably when you started watching me, Klaus. It was about 6.5 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I was stunned.
I will say that ever since I've started doing this, that all of you guys that I watch owe me a lot of money because I've spent a fortune on tools and equipment. I can tell you, every time I see it using something, I've got to get one of those.
Oh, I know that feeling. I
used to watch the gardening videos and that, and I was forever going and looking and wanting to buy new tools or buying them this certain model second hand. I've kept away from that. It's costing me a fortune. I haven't bought a tool for work since 2020, actually, apart from a mower, second-hand mower recently. But yeah,
I'll buy Pittsburgh tools at Harbor Freight, and I'll buy Snap-on tools at the, whatever. But I tend
depends
to
on how often you use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that
if
is
it's
the
one,
thing.
If it's one you use once a year, I'll do Pittsburgh as well, or equivalent.
But there's some of that Pittsburgh stuff is pretty good. Their punches, their chisels are good. Their impact sockets are good.
Their impact 6-point. No, their regular 6-point deeps are good.
Yeah, that's all I have. Yep.
I love pawn shops. I go through all the little drawers,
Yeah.
And
We don't have good pawn shops in Canada.
no,
We don't have them at all.
oh, it's too bad because people get old or they die and they don't know what to do with the tools. They send them to the pawn shop,
Right.
and they buy them. And
In the UK,
That's what our tool thieves do.
we have the car boot sales, and they have tool people, and they have loads of tools. and you like buy 5 spanners for £1 when I last went, and you know you just pick through them, and I've found some good stuff there. You know, I know it's not sets of stuff, but it's stuff you can throw in a toolbox and it works. It does the job.
We call those estate sales in Canada.
Oh dear.
Right,
Estate sales are when someone dies, and then their whole estate goes up for it's like a humongous garage sale or a yard sale.
But
that's fun.
And if you can hit an estate sale the day before.
Yeah, but where I'm from, you can go to a estate sale and just only look.
I got a full set of tap and die sets from the 1930s for $20.
Yeah.
Well, I buy the cheap stuff, and then when I need that special thin-headed wrench, I don't care. I'll put this on the grinder and thin it down to 3 millimeters to get in there to get that thing. So that's what these are great for.
That's exactly what YouTube's all about, showing people them little things rather than buying that special channel.
Well, they call them hacks,
40, 50 quid or whatever.
Instead of buying OEM.
Yeah.
Right.
OEM?
I don't buy a lot of OEM.
No. That's the best.
I do usually steal diaphragms and gaskets. I usually do them. But...
Okay, guys, we've been going now for just over 2 hours. I think I'm going to call an end to it now. You don't mind? Do you know? I know I say it every week, but it's been an absolute delight and a pleasure for you.
I think it was a really good stream today because everybody was speaking from the heart.
It's really great. I mean, what a brilliant panel, and we've had others come and go as well. Mick, everybody else, brilliant guys. Thank you very, very much for spending your time with us, because that's important.
Thank you for having me up here. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
Look forward to it every Saturday. Everybody on the old comments game, loads of it on there. Brilliant guys. Thank you. Appreciate your time. All the very best.
Bye, everyone in the chat.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
I've done that, Simone.